not the first guru. Your first guru is your mother, second guru is your father, third guru is all these gurus. Right? And we have to respect all of them. We have to respect all of them. Agree?
Saat anak kecil mengharumkan bunga ke kita tuh sangat mengharukan sekali.
Bagus sih, jadi benar-benar kayak mengingatkan lagi kalau orang tua dan anak sebenarnya memang harus seperti itu, saling menghormati dan saling menyayangi. Terus terang saja tadi itu sesuatu yang luar biasa sekali karena ketika diumumkan bahwasannya akan ada acara seperti ini, itu rasa seorang ibu itu sudah muncul gitu.
But it was very nice to see a certain ceremony to be thankful, graceful from the kids to ourselves.
Firstly, I want to say thank you to you, Guruji, because you introduced us this ritual. I am speechless. I cannot say anything. I just want to say thank you.
We welcome Mā Archanā ji.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Jai Julelal.
Jai Julelal, Mā Archanā ji. This video, I think of Valentine's Day,
Yes.
you celebrate as a Matra Pitra Puja Divas.
Yes.
I congratulate you for this noble work.
Mehrbani.
And I, very good, I माना तव्हांजे ॿुधो मां महिरबानी ॿुधी करे असांखे जाम ख़ुशी थी थिए एंड आई रिक्वेस्ट यू मां अर्चना जी जे बारे में मां ॿुधायां मां अर्चना जी फ्रॉम आनंद आश्रम बाली इंडोनेशिया मां आहिनि ऐं स्वामी आनंद कृष्ण जे जा फॉलोवर आहिनि ऐं हुते हिकिड़ो वन अर्थ स्कूल बि ही हलाईंदा आहिनि हिननि जा आश्रम सॼे इंडोनेशिया में आहिनि तव्हां जॾहिं बि इंडोनेशिया वञो त तव्हां बाली ज़रूरु वञो ऐं हिननि जा आश्रम में विज़िट कयो त आई रिक्वेस्ट नाउ मां अर्चना जी कि शी कैन एक्सप्लेन अबाउट mantra and Ayurveda in short.
Yes.
Mā Archanā ji, welcome. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you very much once again for inviting me and the children. And it is an honor for us to be here again with the Sindhi community in the Sindhi heritage. As you have seen the videos that you have just explained, if we talk about Valentine's Day, actually it is not our culture. Therefore, how can we change the outlook of our children living in this modern world and very much influenced with the Western tradition to be able to go back to their roots? Therefore, we have elevated the Valentine's Day into the Matra Pitra Pujan Divas. It is also a form of showing gratitude and love. And it was very touching for the parents, and not only the parents, you've seen the children, small children, they were crying because they were so touched by this whole the ceremony, and they were so grateful to their parents. And I think this is very important if we want to create the new generation to come, to teach again about our Sanskriti, and of course about the Sistachar, the etiquettes that we need to introduce this to our children from very early age. In our Anand Ashram, this is the big umbrella of the foundation of Anand Krishna education, which you will see that our children later, it is from One Earth School. What we try to do in the ashram is again to teach again about the Sindhu civilization, starting, of course, from the Persia until the outer limits of the Australia. And if we don't start this from teaching it to our children at the very early age, then they will forget everything. Even some simple gestures like namaste, if we introduce that now, and then also, this is also a blessings in disguise with coronavirus, we don't shake hands anymore. We greet each other with namaste. Actually, it is all very scientific, right? If we don't explain it also to the children or the younger generations, of course, they say, why do we have to greet like this? Why can't we touch each other? And if we can explain it properly, scientifically, and saying, you know, actually, in all these 5 fingers, it is very much connected to our brains, our ears, our mind. And if we fold our hands in namaskar, and if we greet someone, then we will remember that person longer. Not only that, we put our hands just right in front of our chest where the center of the heart is. So that is a very warm welcoming. And then the introduction is always based on love. That is the thing. And also, of course, what's very important is charan sparsh. It is not only just touching, you know, now the younger generation, when they touch the feet of their parents, they do it from far away, you know, like remote. I've seen youngsters doing that, but actually there's no benefit in doing that. You have to touch the feet. Of course, with coronavirus, we have to do social distancing. But if they understand that it actually, there is a energy circulation when the parents are actually giving love and emitting positive thoughts and energy through the feet as the giver. And then when us, the younger generation, touch the feet, we receive that love and blessings also. And we introduced that to our school, in One Earth School. It is very important that all these routines and these traditions is very important, because not only that, we inherited from our ancestors with the teachings of Ayurveda. Just for an example, Ayurveda is a science of life. So the children staying in our Gurukul, we have a Gurukul. This is also our way of reconnecting to our roots, reintroducing on the ancient teachings, which actually is very, very useful for the generations to come. We start from good habits, healthy habits, because that is all the point of Ayurveda anyway. Like, for instance, they have healthy sleeping habits, which may be in the house. You know, it's difficult sometimes parents to wake up their children. They go very late, they wake up very late. But if you live in the Gurukul, it is already structured. And then they have healthy eating routines, healthy lifestyle habits. And it is very important of what we give to our children, the food that we give to our children. Because what happens is, whatever we eat affects us on the spiritual level. If us as parents give, suppose, like junk food now, and of course this franchise, you know, Western restaurants, it is actually not sattvic food. And how do you expect to teach Sistachar or the Samskriti to our younger generation if we give all that food to our children? And not only that, we also teach children to chant mantras from the very early morning, and then during their studies, and also before they go to bed. And we have 2 children here with us who are going to teach our younger children of some 2 mantras. They will introduce it later on. This is very important because we try to balance our children in school. There are no such thing as bad children, yeah, just imbalanced children. There are no such thing as bad people, just imbalanced people. So how do we go about that if we are not putting it in our daily habits, starting from early childhood? That's why we introduce all this in the ashram. And not only that, we introduce this in our school, in the Gurukul. Children who are very naughty, actually, they are not only naughty, maybe they're just too hyperactive. And this is a sign of such imbalance. Maybe in Ayurveda, you call that as a Vata type, because there are like 3 typical types of people, right? Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And if a Vata children is so hyperactive, because it is their nature, they always want to move, and you know, they are learned too quick, but maybe they forget also quickly. And we should know how to deal with them, and we should know how to balance them, because they are very artistic people. They are very responsive to songs, poetries, and dances. And the same thing also with Pitta children, Kapha children. And imagine this, we know this knowledge since 5,000 years ago, maybe prior to that also, but it has all have been forgotten. And I know in daily lives in India and also in Indonesia, we do incorporate that also in our daily living. Unfortunately, we have, many of us have abandoned that way of living, and we believe more on the modern so-called style of living. Everything is so instant and chemical, and that is why we wonder what's happening with the new generation. I mean, the younger generation. How come they're not preserving our ancient cultures? How come they're not preserving the way of life? How the Vedic teachings have been teaching us all these times. And that is what I've been inspired by Swami Anand Krishna, Sai Anand Krishna, and this is what we want to give to our children. So that is what I can share about our organization, especially our school. It is our pride also. We hope that the future generation will also carry forward, bring our old ancient tradition way of life, of course, to adapt to the modern life. That is what I can share with you. And we have our children here. We have 2 of our students here who is going to introduce themselves first, and then teach 2 mantras. That is the mantra before, upon waking up, and then mantra before going to bed. It is very important how we start our day. This is, of course, the adults know about this, but the children should learn it from the very early age. This is how we start our day with a good start. And should we introduce our children?
Yes.
I will first. Yes.
But Pradeep, take the both Indonesian students on the screen. Yeah.
Here is Lola Lakshmi Kirana. She's our student from One Earth School, Bali. She's a senior, and she started from in our school, in the Gurukuls, since the very beginning, since a play group. And now she's already in high school. It's 10th class, 11th class. And then also we have another student of ours, and his name is Jivanta, Narada Agatsya Jivanta. He also started off very early, same as Lakshmi, since they were in play group. So they have been experiencing on the way of life in the Gurukul, how they incorporate, because mind you, some of the children, when they started coming to the school, they were very naughty, very naughty. Even the parents didn't know how to control them. Like, we gave up. I don't know what to do with them. Yeah? But then when they started coming to the Gurukul, and then we introduced them all these healthy habits that is actually very Ayurvedic based. And they turn out very well.
We are welcome today on our show Narad Agastya and Lakshmi. Both came from the Indonesia, Bali. That is we welcome them from Sindhi Heritage. And Ma, you can continue, please.
Please. We would start first with Jivanta. We call him Jivanta. Maybe you can switch on the mic. Please, Jivanta.
Pradeep ji, first run the boy's video.
Oh, not yet. He will introduce himself first, then he will ask for the video.
Okay. Jivanta. Yes.
Namaste, Pranam, Sri Krupyo Namaha, Hari Om, Jai Julelal, Pranam, Sri Babani ji, Sri Naranjani ji, Mā Archanā, respected elders, and namaste to everyone. My name is Narada Agastya Jivanta. I am from grade 11, and I've been schooling in one school for very little boy, and until now, and I learned very much in here about manners and culture. I think that's all.
What would you like to teach the children, the children? What mantra are you going to teach tonight?
Tonight I would like to teach them the mantra upon waking up, the morning mantra before we start our day.
Yes. Now maybe Pradeep can show the video. This is what they do on daily basis upon waking up.
Yes.
And Jivanta, you can recite the mantra again, and of course the meaning. It's very important that we understand the meaning of the mantra.
Yeah. So now I would like to tell you the mantra. The meaning of the mantra is: every morning, as soon as I wake up, before I do anything, I open my hands and I see you, oh Lord. You are on the tip on my hands, in your form as the most compassionate goddess Lakshmi, the source of material and spiritual welfare. May all that I do today, as your blessing, may I succeed in fulfilling my task. On the center of my hands, I see in the form of Goddess Saraswati, the source of all knowledge. Guide me so that everything that I think, I do, I see, and I hear, and I speak of, always painted by wisdom. At the bottom of my hands, I see you as the most holy Goddess Gauri, Parvati, pure without blemish. May my life radiate the same purity. So that is the meaning of the mantra. So we now start to chant together.
Yes. You can recite the mantra.
Okay, I will start now.
Yeah.
Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadye Saraswati, Karamule tu Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. Om.
And after this mantra, I think we also do.
Yes,
three
we
times.
wipe it.
Yeah.
You wipe it on your face and the whole body.
Yes, full body.
It is actually very scientific because when you give the energy, when you open the palms, it is actually recharged by the energy around you. and that is how you wake up. You wipe it on your face and your whole body, and then the act of touching the whole body will wake up all the energy that was sleeping. Like that.
Thank you. Dhanyavad, Mehrbani. And today, Narad Agastha. The names, if we can see, of Bali, Indonesia, all the names mostly came from the Srimad Bhagavad Purana. In Srimad Bhagavad Purana, the names are mentioned about Narada, Agastha, Lakshmi, and even in the end, I seen that they are writing Devi, even Sukarno Putri.
Yes.
Sukarno Putri. So that is proud for our Hindu culture.
Yes. Well, that's why, because we do have the same roots, the same link.
Yes, sir. I visited one mall in Jakarta. I was very fortunate to see Rama lobby, Ayodhya lobby.
Oh, yes, yes.
Lakshman lobby. So even in any Indian mall, if we can go, we don't have to see Rama lobby or Ayodhya lobby. But even in Garuda Airlines, Namaste.
Yes.
It is very good to. I came for 2 days, but I stayed around 10 days in Jakarta.
I see.
To see their Sanskriti.
Yeah. Even in my hometown, where my grandparents live, we live at the name of the streets are the name of the Pandavas. It's all in all the names in the Mahabharata. They put the names of the streets there.
Yes. Now we can go for another mantra.
Yes, we can have our other student now, Lakshmi.
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
Lakshmi, please introduce yourself and what mantra are you going to teach the other children?
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Jalala, Pranam Shri Babani Ji, Pranam Shri Naranjani Ji, Mā Archanā, respected elders, and Namaste to everyone. Okay, my name is Lola Lakshmi Kirana, and now I am in 11th grades, and I have been schooling in Wonder School since 2009. It was 11 years. Okay, tonight I would like to recite before sleeping mantra, and we chant this every night before we sleep at night. But first let us see the video, how it is done first.
Please, Pradeep ji, the video.
Karacharana kritam va kaya jam karma jam va shravana nayana jam va manasam va paradam vihitam va sarvametam shamasva jai jai karnabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay, Lakshmi, please recite the mantra and also give the meaning.
Okay, I will recite the mantra first. Om Karacharana kritam va kaya jam karma jam va shravana nayana jam va manasam va paradam vihitam va sarvametat kshamasva jai jai karnabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho. So the meaning of the mantra is, for everything that I do during the day with my hands, my heart, my other limbs, for all the things I hear with my ears, for everything which I utter with my mouth, and all I see with my eyes, as a human being which is not free from sins, intentionally or unintentionally, May you forgive all sins, O God Almighty. Okay, that is the meaning of the mantra.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Lakshmi. So today, all has learned mantra for wake up and mantra for sleeping.
Yes.
That is very useful in the life and for daily use.
True, true. We would like to end our day by asking for forgiveness, because we never know what we've done during the day. Maybe we have hurt someone, we have said, uttered words that have offended someone. We never realize that. Therefore, it's very important that we ask for forgiveness before we sleep.
Yes, you are right. In simple way, Swami Leela Shah has teach me one prayer. I'm just saying few words. It is in Sindhi. I think you can listen it. O minja mitra Ram shukr athai, minja pyara Ram shukr athai. Jiya sukha sa di guzaryo thai, uha sukha sa raat guzari de. Penji mitri ninda me sumari de, vari savela subuh jo uthari de. Penjo mitro naam japai de. प्रभु काज सबई तु सवारी दे प्यारा मिंजा राम शुक्र अथई मिठा मिंजा राम शुक्र अथई प्यारा मिंजा राम शुक्र अथई स्वामी लीला शाह शुक्र अथई. This is just same type but easy Sindhi. We thanks to Bhagwan Rama.
Ram, yeah.
You given us a full day with joyful. So in the night, give us peaceful sleeping. And early in the morning, we wake up, we can do our works again. This is just like same thing.
Oh, wonderful. I would like that for our children to learn that too.
Yeah, I can send you. Yeah, I can send you definitely. And we have today another program at 7 o'clock for Bhagavad Gita on this channel. So time is very limited with us. So we welcome Shri Dayal and Harjani ji is with us on the screen. Welcome.
Hari Om, Lakshmi, Mā Archanā. God bless you both. You did a phenomenal job.